is the first day of 2001 daylight saving time. Well, I'm already saving daylight. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to save it. I went around the house, turning all the clocks ahead 1 hour, and I believe it was 8 or 9 clocks, so I should be credited with about 8 or 9 hours of daylight that I saved last night. Still got one to go, the big clock. I've got to wind it, and then I'll set it then. But that's the stupidest idea that has come up in a long time. And I just hope that our governor is smart enough to do away with that ridiculous daylight saving time that comes along twice every year. It has no purpose anymore. It didn't really have a purpose when it was instituted. But anyway, that's enough. I've saved enough daylight. But the other thing that daylight saving time does, that's when I go to buy open collar, short sleeve shirts with the tails out. Now nobody can tell if I'm carrying or not. So I'm now on my lightweight summer shirts and saving daylight. And I'm also going to do a video this morning of a breakfast I haven't done on video, and it's one that I really like, and it involves ramen noodles and eggs and sausage and all the usual breakfast time things. It's easy to make. It's cheap. It's really, really cheap. And I don't know why I don't do it more often. And once you've seen me do it, you'll probably want to do it too. So come go along with me as I go make my ramen breakfast. Well, we start out the usual way for breakfast with our little 6-inch non-stick skillet here. Give it a squirt of non-stick spray, and not that I think the noodles are apt to stick or anything, but we'll see. And I have a package of chicken flavored Manchurian ramen noodles. Now, there's a lot of different brands around, and there's some one price and some another. I don't know of any difference in one and the other, but this is the cheapest they have at Walmart, and I think they cost about 17 or 18 cents a pack. And if you'd order a big bunch of them, it's even cheaper than that. And normally you would start out with 2 cups of water, but for this breakfast it calls for 1.5 cups. So what I'll do is open up the noodles, catch the pack here before it goes in the water. And the flavor pack, normally you'd wait till after the noodles were cooked, but for this breakfast you just go ahead and flavor the water. Put the noodles in the water there, and we'll wait for it to come to a boil. Okay, it started cooking now, so I'll break this up and what I want to do is make a hole right in the middle of it. And break an egg. Right in the middle. There we go. Get rid of that shell. And here I have about 2 ounces of summer sausage. Now it can be any kind of sausage that you want. It can be hot dogs. It can be Ramen or Vienna sausage, or just anything like that. It all works. Put that in there and put a lid on it and let it start cooking. Okay, it's cooked about 2 or 3 minutes, and let's look at it. Yeah, the egg's looking like it's over easy. Salt and pepper the egg. And normally I just eat out of the skillet, but this morning I'm going to actually put it in a bowl on the table. So I'll just slide it right over in there, doing it as neatly as possible. That's it. Now it's ready to go to the table. Okay, there it is on the table. Sure looks good from here, and I'm going to have my breakfast now. Well, I think it's going to have to go spoon first. Take a bite of this ramen noodles here. Get it all gathered up. That's about as good as it's going to get, I guess. Good, just like I remembered. You know, this is so good. I can't understand why more people don't have ramen noodles. More Americans don't have ramen noodles in their diet. It's such a inexpensive food, and it's good, and they're a good supply of carbohydrates. And some countries, especially China, Korea and Japan, people live on them. As far as I'm concerned, they could replace the potatoes on the American diet. And they're a lot cheaper too. You know, we were talking about daylight saving time. It reminded me of a story of this salesman that was driving through Arkansas, and he got a little bit lost, and he saw this farmer down there leaning on a post next to a field. So he stopped to ask directions, and as he walked out there, there was 2 boys out there in the field. Big boy, little boy. Little boy had a basket. Big boy had a rope around a hog's neck, and he would lead the hog along, and the hog would stop and start root up something. The little boy would run over there, pick it up, put it in the basket. The salesman asked the farmer, says, "What are they doing?" He says, "Well, they're digging taters." He says, "Well, doesn't that take a lot of time?" He says, "What's time to a hog?" And that's like this daylight saving time. What time do you save? Cut the end off one end of the rope, put it on the other. It doesn't make a longer rope. Just make a rope with a knot in it. So, God bless America, God bless Texas, and let's hope our governor does away with daylight saving time. And who could help but love a state where you find pictures like this? Bye.